Yo, what's good, internet? My name is Makai Cadillo, and today we have the homegirl Michelle with us.
Hello, world.
And we're back with another MacBang. Today, we have sushi. This is my second time, or my third time technically having sushi.
Third time your entire life having sushi?
Ever, yeah.
Why?
Maybe four.
Why haven't you had it multiple times?
I'm just not a fan of sushi.
Really?
Well, I mean, I guess I wasn't. It's not bad. I eat it.
I love sushi.
Yeah, but yeah, we're back with another MacBang. We're gonna get right into it. You ready? You guys ready to know the deal? We're gonna eat and then get right into the questions. It's gonna be a short episode because Michelle got things to do. She's a very busy woman in this lifetime. But you know, we're just gonna try to roll with the punches. You know what I mean? So get right into it.
Okay, this one is mine.
Yeah, you can have that. That does not look good for.
Oh my god, it smells really good though. Your roll actually smells really good.
It honestly, I
know it's your roll too.
You can have some. I'm not gonna eat all of this. The fuck?
No, it's okay.
There's that. I don't know what this stuff. Garlic, I think that is. Wasabi.
This is not garlic.
Oh shit.
You think that? Why would someone just like eat garlic like this? Your breath would stink so bad.
Listen, I don't know. I don't eat sushi like that, you know? But since we have a short amount of time, let's just get right into the questions and shit like that.
Oh wait, you didn't announce my miso soup.
Oh, and she got miso soup.
Delicious miso soup.
Yeah. I guess there's tofu in there.
Tofu, seaweed, and then the miso broth.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I've had that once and not a big fan.
So good.
Tofu?
No. I have sushi with my mom like almost every Friday or every other Friday, I should say.
Yeah.
And I always start with like miso soup. That's probably soy sauce. Or it's like a teriyaki shit. Wait. Okay, yeah, that must be like a teriyaki thing. Let me smell it.
Yeah, I think it is teriyaki.
Yeah, that's for your roll. You can,
let's go.
You can keep that.
Oh, thanks.
That's all you.
Put that in there because I don't want to get this tablecloth dirty.
Okay, wait, don't get it on my roll though.
Oh my god, damn.
I'm like, let me just separate my roll. Okay. They made these nice.
I should have just got another plate.
These are my favorite though. Okay, go ahead. I'll stop talking about the food.
I'm like, please. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so let's just taste test this. I think I've had this before. This is just one of the things that looked
What did you get? Spicy tuna?
Yeah.
I like the more like, okay, so when I was a kid, I used to get the rolls with like, there's something called eel sauce. I don't think have you heard of that? Okay, so like they do like the eel sauce, the spicy mayo, the fucking flakes on top, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I used to get those all the time, but now I just like the simple roll with like just seaweed rice in the fish.
Yeah.
Or they have like the beds of rice with just the fish on top.
Yeah.
That's what I like now.
You should try this one. It's actually pretty low-key kind of spicy though. I don't know how you do with spice or anything like that. You know, I don't want to judge or anything, but
not that great.
Yeah, it's kind of spicy.
It's funny because I work with my coworkers. They cut that out, make it make sense. My coworkers, they all eat really spicy stuff. And my coworker kept giving me like, her mom makes like this spicy chili oil, and so she kept giving that to me, and I really feel like working with her, my spice tolerance has gone up so much, but it's still shit. Like I still can't eat spicy things. Okay. But I can eat like fake spicy things. Like,
what does that mean?
Like
hot Cheetos and shit?
Yeah, like hot Cheetos and stuff. I can eat hot Cheetos, and then if you give me like a real pepper, I'm not fucking eating that.
So you don't like wait, I think
that's soy sauce. Is that the same thing as what's in there? No, it's not, because that has like an oil in it. I can see it.
Nah, it's not.
That's
it almost looks like soy sauce.
That's
I
like
thought
a
it was the same
sesame
thing.
oil or some shit.
But you know, let's get right into it. We're in 2026 now, but before we start talking about the new year, I want to talk about a few things about how 2025 was to you.
2025 was very interesting. I'm glad to say goodbye to it for sure. But it was very like enlightening, and see, that's why I don't get roles like that, because they're just fucking
fall apart.
Yeah. But I'm like,
Okay. That's fucked.
see, that's why I get these now because they're so elegant. Like, they wouldn't have me out here like that.
I'm like, fuck. I'm cutting that out.
Okay.
Continue.
So, 2025 was a great year of change. I don't really believe in like the whole how people say like it's the year of the horse, it's the year of the snake, it's the year of whatever the fuck.
The Chinese New Year.
That's what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't mean to be offensive, but I don't believe in it. But like, I just believe things happen and it just happens because it happens and it's on God's timing. But if the year of the snake was real and that's a thing, definitely a lot of like change came into my life. A lot of like bad seeds in my life were weeded out.
Yeah.
And now I have a very close circle of people who actually love me for me. And like, I know they won't like do me wrong, you know, like some of the people in the past. And so I'm grateful for that year and it'll definitely be a year like I never forget, but I'm excited for this year because I want more positive things. Last year was a lot of like just bad things.
Yeah. So what was the biggest thing that helped you change from going from 2025 into 2026 that you want to implement?
Definitely just being more like relying on myself. I would rely on other things or people or just like avoiding a lot.
Yeah.
And so this year I'm focusing on not avoiding and facing things and being able to be comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
And that just takes practice, being alone and
Patience.
like just being patient with myself as well and noticing patterns when I start to do them.
Yeah.
Like if I start to find myself like relying on somebody or like, oh, I'm down right now, let me hit up my friend or like let me go get drinks with like my girlfriend or whatever. It's like, okay, I'm avoiding right now. Like being able to recognize those moments.
Oh wow. Okay. That's fire. Okay. So now we're into 2026, you know, a couple days in and stuff like that. What's one of your biggest goals that you are going to try to set for yourself this year?
We're gonna have to get me these are big.
I'm like, damn, okay.
I'm trying to chew.
No, you're good. Because like, if you want to take your time, I could say something. Like for me,
Yeah, go ahead.
Because
I want to house like 5 of these.
So like for me this year, I want to really like start focusing more onto, you know, protecting my mental health and really allowing myself to not be affected by any negativity, which, you know, that's damn near going to be impossible, not just for me specifically, but just for people in general, because at the end of the day, like we all go through things, you know, mentally, emotionally, and physically, and it helps or it stops us from actually moving forward sometimes, you know. And that's one thing that last year that I had trouble with, you know, like I was still doing the things that I was doing, but at the like when it was time to come home and I was just in my room by myself with like no one around, I had to I was just going through it, you know. And I am very stubborn when it comes to trying to explain or just tell other people how I truly feel. And I just would rather avoid all that and I would just deal with it myself. So luckily for me, I was able to get out of my own mind and my own like spiritual type of, I guess you could say spiritualness, where like I was looking
like
out,
beliefs.
Yeah, you know, I was looking not within myself, but just more of an answer in like God. You know, and luckily for me, like I said, I was able to get the help that I need to do better. So the first half of the year was trash. You know, I was just going through it mentally for probably like 6 months. A lot of people probably didn't know that, or they couldn't see that in me because I was still holding my head high and still walking along the fire. And I just kept pushing. Because I didn't have any time to stop and just slow down and really just like deal with all my problems in that moment. So it just got to a point where I was just tired of feeling that way.
Yeah.
So I just started making change. So
What's interesting about people that start to find like spirituality in God, like that becomes like their belief system.
Yeah.
Is that they like I go to this like young adults like church meeting, and it's obviously called young adults, and I happen to be one of the older adults there. Me and my coworker were both like 25, 26.
Yeah.
But like some of the girls that we talked to, they're like 18, 19, 17. Like they haven't even like tapped into actually life yet.
Yeah.
And so they believe in God because I'm sure they were raised or somehow introduced to him, obviously, before having to find him in like a negative way.
Yeah.
So like, but it's interesting to me that a lot of people that have like believe in God, they had to go through a period where they didn't.
Yeah.
You know? And it like takes something that brings them to God.
Yeah. So what was that thing for you that took you from not believing in him to wanting to actually put your faith in him?
Yeah, so growing up, my parents really didn't teach me anything, and neither did my dad. Like,
Yeah.
the only story my dad told me that had anything to do with religion was that he was in Hurricane Katrina. Like, he went out there to go help after the fact.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, and so he went into this house, and the entire house, like, on the roof line, you could see the water line. Like, that house was underwater at one point.
Yeah.
But the only thing in the house that was untouched was this Bible. Like, it didn't have any water damage. There was nothing wrong to it.
What the fuck?
And I actually saw a video not too long ago where they were like, the house was on fire, and they took out this like Xbox, and the Xbox was just destroyed.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, this Bible was right next to this Xbox, and the Bible is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so things like that, but that's the only thing that I ever like heard about growing up.
Yeah.
But I didn't know who like Jesus Christ was. I didn't know the difference between him and God. Like I had no idea. I had a
Yeah.
lot of questions.
Yeah.
But my sister, I haven't really discussed spirituality or whatever the fuck religion with her now.
Yeah.
But back then, she was it wasn't like, she believed there was something, but she believed in like crystals as well. And so I tried that for a little bit because that's what she was doing.
Yeah.
But then what really was like the turning point was my ex's family was very like religious in a way. They weren't like, that always has like a bad like,
Yeah.
you know, but they weren't like that. Like it was just like they taught me a lot of like moral values and
Yeah.
like things that you should like live by that are good, but they always turned it around back on like God and Jesus.
Yeah.
And then they taught me the difference between them, and like we went to church a few times, but I feel like I just liked seeing his parents together and their relationship and how it was surrounded by God.
Yeah.
That made me like look into that more. And ever since I started following God, his guidance and like just knowing things, because I know he's the one telling me,
Yeah.
has just been so different.
Yeah.
Like a lot of what happened in 2025, like I already knew it was happening or gonna happen, and that's just because like you can call it intuition, but I also feel like God was telling me.
Yeah. You know, I think that, yeah, like you were saying, God speaks to us in many different ways. You know, it may take years, it may take days, weeks, years to actually hear what he's saying or actually see what he's saying and really put his vision for you and your life plan into fruition. And it's sometimes like we just don't comprehend what he really, like the real end goal that he has for us.
I'll say like it's not easy though, and like I even discussed that with some of the people at the young adults meetings, is like it's not easy to feel him.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to like really try.
Yeah.
And like that's another thing that I hear a lot is like God's like knocking, are you gonna open the door or whatever, you know? But like it's hard to recognize those moments when he's trying to test you.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of what happened last year, like somebody was telling me like, and like not somebody, it was my ex in my relationship, he was telling me like, God's testing you to see if we can make this through. And I'm like, no, like God tested you and you failed. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, God's testing me. Sorry, I touched the mic. I don't know if that's going to sound weird. I'm like, God's testing me to see if I'm stupid enough to stay. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just have to recognize those moments where he legit is guiding you, whether you like the guidance or not. Like, you know what he's trying to get you to do.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Wow. You know, a lot of people I feel like a lot of people are just afraid to even touch on the topic of religion because everyone has their own ideologies in life and the way they grew up or just the way they experienced life and stuff like that. When I was younger, I didn't believe in God. I didn't think he was real and stuff like that. And only because of situations that I was in that other people put me in, you know? And there's moments in time where I didn't feel his presence. You feel me? And I was questioning him. I'm like, if God is real or if Jesus is real, why would he allow a young kid to even go through all this by himself?
Yeah.
You know, and now that I'm much older, like I can see that me going through all that stuff that I went through helped me become the man that I am today. And I'm very thankful. Personally, I probably wouldn't change anything. If I had to do it again, I wouldn't change a few things. Because I feel like the person that I am now is someone that I feel like I could have used when I was younger. And I pray sometimes. I don't really go to church at all, actually. But nothing is stopping me from putting my whole faith into him. And, and I believe in the plan that he has for me is the right one.
A lot of people think that you have to like go to church to be like living by God or whatever. Like it's really not like that. Like, but I hear that a lot. Like, if God's real, why would this happen? Yeah. And unfortunately, it's just like the devil's also real. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like, I think that some things are God's plan to like build you to somebody that he's trying to build you to be, you know? Or he's like testing things, or there's so many factors, but also sometimes it's just, there is the devil and some people are just more corrupted, you know, like
you can't have good without the bad. Yeah. You know, and I realized that at a young age, but, I kind of want to move on from that topic. Not saying it's not a bad topic or anything. Right. I kind of want to know what, I reset the goals thing. Okay. I kind of want to know how you plan on implementing your new change into the new year, and not just for this new year, but just for every year after that.
I think that we're like constantly evolving. Yeah. Like, even just simply week by week, I have like a different thought process or different like feelings or different like everything, you know? Yeah. Like something that I thought last week, I don't think anymore. Yeah. You know, like, so, and that's something else that I've noticed throughout this whole time is like, there's always these mini like hills that I'm trying to climb over. And I feel like just simply like, just literally the weeks, things just change. So I can't even imagine what my life and myself is gonna look like even like a year, 2 years from now. But I'm excited for it. I think that there's some things that like bring me like anxiousness or, but that's just where I just have to trust the path and just kind of leave those things where they lie. Like, don't focus on the negative things too much and just continue having new ideas for myself and my life and just keep building those things. Yeah.
Okay. That's actually really cool. We're always evolving, like you said. We're changing day by day, you know, because whatever you did yesterday, you could try to not apply that and become a better person today, you know. But one thing I want to say is, oh, damn, I had it. It was, fuck. It was, damn, bro. This is embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
I literally had it and I was going to say it, but okay, it was, yeah. You know, since this is pretty much like a New Year episode, this is my first episode, second episode that I'm going to be dropping this year, but this is the first one that I'm filming this year, right? So, you know, this year I plan on doing a lot more new things this year that I probably didn't do last year, or just stuff that I really want to focus on more this year. So let me ask you, what kind of things do you want to start doing this year?
Definitely I started this last year, but it was fairly new. Like I started in like November.
Yeah.
But I want to really build up like Instagram content and focus around like makeup, but like more like funny stuff. And I just like have my makeup done, or it's like funny like content surrounded by like doing your makeup.
Yeah.
But because I feel like so far what I've posted, like a lot of people like the voiceover videos versus like videos of me just doing my makeup.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna like intertwine like all of that. But that's one of my goals for this year. I don't have like a specific number of followers or views or anything like that, but
that's good.
Just stay consistent throughout the year and just like post content that way.
Yeah.
Number one, because I enjoy it, like it's fun to me.
Yeah.
And then two, I want to potentially like get like brand deals or have like makeup sponsors, I guess. Like people send you their shit and like you can post
like
about it.
Yeah, just like a review type thing.
Yeah, things like that. So there's a lot you can do with it. So that's one of my goals. So yeah, as of recently, I decided that I want to start a podcast, and it's going to be called He Loves Me Not. Like, and the whole idea behind it is like, you know how people pick flower petals and like, he loves me not. Okay, well, it's like a rose dying, and it's like, he loves me not. So it's surrounded by relationships and dating in today's society, and I have like multiple people lined up. Like I have like couples that are doing great lined up, and I have I have a friend who literally just like fucks around, like so I'm gonna get her on there and like get her perspective, because she's almost like me, but if not like worse, like in the mentality, I guess I should say, not in like just fucking around.
I'm like, what? Oh my God, y'all heard it here first.
No,
she's just like her.
I'm
oh
not.
My God. Yo,
But
caught her in 4K.
I'm like, we're both like fucking whores, but like, but no. But she has less hope, should I say, than I do in relationships and finding somebody. Like she's way off the, like, she doesn't believe in like marriage and all that stuff, so I'm gonna get her on there.
Okay.
And then I have
you
like
should get exes to be on there. That would be a crazy.
my exes.
No, not your exes.
Oh, I'm like,
but people that are exes, you should get them on there. I think
that's
that'd be
crazy.
Yeah, it would be.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Just food for thought. You know, I'm not nothing crazy. I'm not a producer or anything.
Yeah,
you know?
I do want to find, and I don't have anybody like this in my life. So if any of your followers are like open fuckboys that like are like, they're not interested in dating, but they will openly talk about how they like are hooking up with bitches. Like, yeah.
I personally think that men that are fuckboys in our city around here aren't comfortable with actually talking about it, you know, because they don't want to come off or get
because then labeled. They won't be able to find the bitches.
Yeah, you feel me? Because
you'd be surprised though. There are some girls that would be comfortable talking to you, knowing that you're like a fuckboy or whatever, because they are a fuck girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's some people that meet like that where they both are like, we're not shit. Like, let's just like, you know. So whatever, if you're open about talking about being like a fucking whore, like hit me up, because I'm looking for somebody like that for my podcast, not for like me. But
edit that part out.
Why? It's funny.
I know. Continue. No, I'm gonna be like where you said, not for me. I'm gonna edit that part out. So, hit me up. Continue.
Okay, so yeah, that's my goal. I want to get that started. I'm gonna film all the videos and then start to drop it, just because I hate like not having content like already made.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and so those are my two like main things, because I feel like my career honestly is like already set. Like corporate life, like that's hopefully not going anywhere. Yeah. But yeah, so everything else is more like entrepreneurial or like just social media stuff.
Okay, that's kind of fire. Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea to start a podcast, especially if you have like a a real healthy type of content just to put out there.
This is really big. I don't want to put it in my mouth. Sorry.
Just bite like half of it.
I know, but it's annoying because the seaweed's gonna stretch. I'm just gonna put it in. I'm like, I'm not new to this game. I'm gonna try to bite it and it's just gonna fall apart and the seaweed's gonna stretch. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah, it's I think having a podcast, because obviously I have one and stuff like that. I won't look at you and do your thing, Shreddy. Because I have one and stuff like that, and I don't make like fucking cringe content or fucking like type of downgrading or downplaying or fucking, like degrading anybody. I think the whole purpose of my podcast or just these mukbangs and stuff like that is to allow people to come on my platform and talk about stuff that they're going through that they don't really normally talk about, or don't really have the chance to talk about, because a lot of people, either like myself, keep it in. And once you start to get comfortable with people, you try to build a deeper connection than just like if I see them out at the club or bars or whatever, and it's just like a surface level type of a friendship. I want to create something deeper than that, because I feel like sometimes whenever I'm interacting with people in public, I don't really know what they got going on at home or just whenever they're alone, so like whenever I interact with people, I try to make them feel loved, make them feel that someone cares for them, and stuff like that. And I think me doing this and really just have people opening up about their lives, it helps me gain energy within myself, and hopefully for them, it helps them to vent and let go of all that negative energy that they got built up in their bodies. And, like, I think it's a great idea just to be able to sit down and talk to people.
I think a lot of it is me also, like, I'm interested to see what people say, and maybe that will help some of my fears or make them worse, who knows, of, like, dating and stuff, because truly, since I broke up with my ex, like, I haven't dated, like, I really don't want to go on a dating app or anything like that, like, but
so
I
that's
have...
not garlic? What is that?
It's ginger.
Same thing.
No.
Same thing. Big difference, Kinda.
Same color?
Yeah, it's brown or tan or whatever the fuck. Continue, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Do you know what this looks like when it's not shredded?
Yeah, it's a root.
Yeah, it's like a big ass
fucking little branch. Yeah. Trust me, I know what ginger is.
Little branch.
It's like all the formed and shit. Yeah, I know what it is.
The little branch is pretty funny. Yeah, like, I have a lot of... I'm very, like, hopeless right now, I guess you should say. In, like, the relationship, like,
standpoint?
Yeah, whatever. Like, I feel like if I were to get into something, I would have, like, expectations that one day it's gonna fail. And, like, why get into something if, like, you expect it to fail?
Yeah.
I just don't know if I believe in, like, a longevity, like, being able to go the distance with somebody and, like, they never fuck you over. Like, and it's because of what happened in my last relationship, yes. But I even would have conversations with my ex, like, there's no way that guy doesn't cheat. Like, I just find it so unbelievable that, like, somebody doesn't fuck up. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so that I'm interested to see what people have to say about that. Cause like I even have like one of my coworkers where I know that she was married and like something happened. Actually cut this out because I don't want her to see it and I'm like talking about it.
Okay, continue then.
But yeah, I'm interested to see like what people have to say about relationships and their perspective on infidelity and how to make a relationship work, because a lot of people forget that it's like when you're like living with someone, there's kids or there's like bills and there's all this shit. It's like it's a lot more than just like I found them hot and now we're dating. Yeah. You know? Like it's like that in the beginning, but then it's can turn into something just completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, being in a relationship is not as easy as everyone tries to make it seem. Yeah. You know, it is, you know, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs in relationships and stuff like that. Not every relationship is perfect, and if it is, that's like some fucking fairy tale Disney type of
If it is, it's
movie.
because they're either both cheating or one of them is cheating, or like there's no such thing as a perfect relationship.
But I think it's harder to really maintain a a longevity type of relationship than it is to actually, just go out and fuck around, because you don't have that responsibility of not having to please someone else's emotions or please someone else's mindset every single day. Yeah, I just think, relationships are pretty tough sometimes, but if you have the actual willpower to actually keep doing it, then I think everything will be good.
Yeah, I think definitely for myself, I know what I need to work on to be able to even like mentally be there again.
Yeah.
Because I don't take it lightly, like being committed to somebody or even just like being serious about somebody.
Yeah.
I think of it so much deeper, and if somebody's not like meeting me there, like it'll literally make me act fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And like I'm not like that. I'm actually a really chill person. So it's like,
Yeah, okay.
I know my issues.
Yeah.
Is the camera okay?
Yeah. You
Okay.
can keep going.
I know like my issues, and I know what I need to work on to be able to be like my truest self.
Yeah.
And not be like a crazy bitch.
Yeah.
But also on the flip side of that, I know what I need from somebody that won't make me a crazy bitch. You know what I mean? So I think I know exactly where I want to be when I'm going to be open to a relationship.
Yeah.
What my mindset will be revolving relationships, though. I said that weird.
Yeah, you did.
Revolving relationships. I don't know where my head's going to be. If I'll ever be able to truly be like, oh, I trust him 100%. He'll never hurt me. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Okay. It sucks that we have short amount of time, but it's okay. Hopefully we can get you back on a part 2 or something like that, and hopefully that would be longer or whatever. But we're coming down to the final minutes and stuff like that. What kind of advice would you give someone out there that's watching right now?
Advice?
Yeah.
Can you give me narrow it down just a little bit?
Okay, about just what kind of advice would you give someone to keep going?
I know it actually. Forget the keep going thing.
Oh God.
I know my advice.
Okay.
I know my advice.
What kind of advice would you give people out there?
My advice to people out there would be to be true to yourself and don't be stupid, because you know when something's not right for you, and you know when you're in there making a mistake or just not doing the right thing by you. When you're in those situations, so don't be stupid and ignore them. And just be true and do what makes you happy.
Yeah. To piggyback off what she's saying, people give you the signs of who they truly are. You just got to be very mindful and really watch what they're doing and stuff like that. But yeah, Michelle, thank you for coming on an epised, eating sushi with me.
Are you saving that for me? Because I'm not going to eat it.
No, I just didn't want to eat it. I'll probably eat it when we leave. But
thank you for having me.
yeah, of course.
And
Thank
for the
you.
sushi.
Of course. Like I said in the beginning, my name is like I said in the beginning, my name is Makai Cadillo. This is Michelle right here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Love every single one of y'all. Peace.